Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been doing a weight loss challenge recently. It's been almost a month now. So far, I've lost around 3.5 kilos. I thought I'd make a few videos to record my weight loss journey. If you're trying to lose weight too, you can follow along. Plus, you can learn some useful everyday English expressions. All right, let's get started with breakfast. It's 8 a.m. I wake up naturally, no alarm needed. I get out of bed, use the bathroom, and wash up. Now I head to the kitchen and start making breakfast. First, I fill my electric kettle with water and turn it on. While the water is heating up, I fill a pot with water and put it on the stove. I turn on the burner and grab 2 eggs from the fridge. I carefully drop them into the pot and put the lid on. Then I say to my phone, "Hey Siri, set a timer for 8 minutes." Now the eggs can cook while I prepare the rest of my breakfast. I open the kitchen cabinet and take out some instant coffee. I scoop about a spoonful into my mug and set it on the counter. Next, I grab a jar of mixed grain powder. It has a bunch of different grains in it, like black sesame seeds, walnuts, and black rice. I scoop 3 spoonfuls into a bowl to make some grain porridge. Right on time, the kettle finishes boiling. I pour a little hot water into my coffee mug. Then I pour the hot water into the bowl. I grab my little electric milk frother. I put the whisk into my coffee and turn it on. It starts spinning really fast. I keep mixing until the coffee gets nice and foamy. Once it's foamy enough, I turn it off. Since it's the middle of summer, I definitely want an iced drink. I grab the cold water pitcher and fill the mug with cold water. Then I grab a few ice cubes from the freezer and drop them in. Perfect! There's still a little coffee on the frother, but I don't bother cleaning it. I just put it straight into the porridge bowl and turn it on again. This part takes a little longer because some of the powder has clumped together. I have to keep stirring it around until it looks completely smooth. Here's a pro tip I've learned from experience. Always turn off the frother before pulling it out of the bowl. If you pull it out while it's still spinning, it splashes everywhere. Trust me, you don't want that on your clothes. There are a few pieces of walnut stuck in the whisk. I hold it under the running tap and rinse it off. Then I give it a few shakes, and just like that, it's clean. My timer goes off. The 8 minutes are up. I turn off the stove and carefully pour the hot water and eggs into the sink. Then I put the pot back where it belongs. I turn on the cold water and run it over the eggs for a while. This cools them down quickly and makes them way easier to peel. Once they're cool enough, I turn off the tap. I pick up the 2 eggs and my black coffee and head back to my bedroom. I don't usually eat breakfast at the dining table. I prefer sitting at my desk, watching something on my computer while I eat. I sit down, peel one of the eggs, and dig in. I slowly sip my coffee and eat my eggs while watching a video. A few minutes later, I'm done with the eggs and coffee. I head back to the kitchen and grab my bowl of mixed grain porridge. It's cooled down a bit by now, so it's the perfect temperature. I bring it back to my desk and keep watching a video while I eat. By the time the video ends, I've finished my breakfast. Perfect timing. I take my empty mug and bowl back to the kitchen sink. I turn on the tap, pump some dish soap onto a sponge, and start washing them. Honestly, washing dishes right away is so much easier. If you leave them sitting in the sink for hours, the food dries and sticks to the dishes. Then you have to soak them for a while before they come clean. Of course, I'm not always this responsible. Sometimes I get sucked into a good video or I'm just feeling lazy. When that happens, I just leave the dishes in the sink and tell myself I'll wash them later. Sometimes later means lunchtime. Sometimes it means dinner. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that, right? I guess it's just human nature to be a little lazy sometimes. It's around 8:40 now. I still have about an hour before I have to leave for work, so I'm going to spend some time brainstorming the script for my next video and doing a bit of editing. That's pretty much my morning routine. A simple breakfast, a little cleaning, and a little work on my videos. All right, I'll see you in the next one.